All he was
Yeah.
trying to do is like ratio you so public opinion would look like it was on his side. You know what I mean? And then obviously X came in, and then that as soon as X came in, he just like surrendered and like fucking, deleted his tweet and called you and started crying. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's kind of funny how like he was so confident sitting there in his fucking stupid ass chair just being like, "Oh yeah, bro, I'm gonna fucking roast this idiot." And then as soon as it like got real, he just immediately backpedaled and started just like being like, "Yo, Mitch, like you gotta help me, man. Like I know you're cool with Train, you gotta call Train." And I'm like, "Dude, like
I was the one that like fucking told you about it. I was the one that connected you or whatever, told you who the girl was so you could reach out to her, whatever the fuck. I feel responsible.
You just need to fucking do what you think is right, and
All right,
whether
well,
you choose
all
to
I'm
speak on it,
asking
yeah,
you-
if you speak on it, yeah. Yo, it's good, bro.
was good, was good." All right, no, so updates. I guess Slick was found like an hour ago or whatever, but dude, I like fuck, like if he actually does something to himself, I feel like that's gonna like look really bad, especially on Asmongold. And like he's down bad, bro. Like he's like I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen today, because I think Miz is going live today, and I guarantee you Miz tries to fucking throw me under the bus. Like he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Mitch fucking betrayed me and told."
I think this is gonna try and pull that Alinity shit on me.
You think today he's gonna do that?
I think so, but it doesn't matter. I have so many witnesses. So, in that call yesterday, like that would be a grave error.
No, he would just completely shoot himself if he did that, because he's already in like such deep water that like if he took another hit of like, trying to come at you and then you just proved him wrong again, like he would just look like a fucking absolute retard. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. No, I'm just worried that he's gonna try and come at me and be like, this is Mitch's fault because
he can't.
Bro, he literally said in the call yesterday, he's like, "You're gonna go with Mitch Jones's word," as if like, what I'm saying, as if my word means nothing, etc. Like you heard him say that, right?
It doesn't matter. Barry backed you up word for word.
Yeah, it just fuck me.
You're fine.
Yeah.
He's gonna come at me more than he's gonna come at you. Just trust. I know Mizkif. He's not gonna.
He doesn't want to like come at me. He wants to take you down publicly, but to save his own name, he's going to be like, "Mitch is a bad friend that betrayed me." You know what I'm saying?
He wants to take me down publicly. What do you mean? Did he say that?
No. But I mean, after all of this, yeah. I mean, I'm sure if you got fucking permaban tomorrow, he'd probably have a fucking field day. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like, bro. I mean, the dude is just like trying to cover his own ass. Like at this point,
I wanted to delete that shit for him, but every single thing that he did pointed that like he would use me deleting it as some sort of leverage for himself.
I mean, dude, he probably would have. He probably would have been like, "Yeah, I mean, look, Train didn't even have his wording correct." Like he would try and put some shit like, together, like to manipulate the situation, as in like you didn't like, whatever. Like he definitely would have done that if you deleted the tweet. But the thing is that the tweet, I wish you would like actually like said in the tweet like slick or whatever, because it does make it seem like we were hiding Miz's sexual allegations, which is like, I don't know if you meant to word it like that, but
no, I worded it in a way where he just hit it. It doesn't read that way at all. I'm telling you,
it doesn't incriminate Slick at all though. The tweet, it kind of does, but like only to people that would be in the know. Like anyone that just read that as like a nobody that knows nothing would assume that like we were hiding Miz's sexual assaults. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I clarify underneath.
No. I mean, I don't give a fuck. Regardless, look, you know me, bro. I'm all for this motherfucker going down. But like, the thing is, like, I live here, and like, if he hates me, then I'm out. You know what I mean?
Jesus
and that's just
Christ.
like, that's just what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the problem is like, the way you have to see people like Mizkif is he's going to like if he has that power over you. One way
he only has the power of like OTK and shit, and like I live here, right? So it's like
but if he has that power one way or another, one day or another, your fear is gonna happen. That's why like I don't want to give in to the kid ever, because it's like you can't give someone like that you can't give them an inch, because they will take it and they will make it into a foot, into a yard. Like, do you understand?
Yeah, that's 100% true. But like for me, like it's a good situation for me to be around this shit right now because of Asmongold and shit like that. Because like me and Asmon are gonna play like Rat together and shit. But I don't even think Asmon really backs. I don't know. I'm starting to think that Asmon is kind of regretting like being a part of all this shit. But that's just like my hunch from yesterday's call.
No, he has to be because he's in OTK.
Yeah, bro, I know. And then he's like going on stream. Like I think he was trying to like completely like make a hard. stance with that like I hope Asmon gold and shit like that, because like me and Asmon are gonna play like Wrath together and shit. But I don't even think Asmon really backs. I don't know. I'm starting to think that Asmon is kind of regretting like being a part of all this shit. But that's just like my hunch from yesterday's call.
No, he has to be because he's in OTK.
Yeah, bro, I know. And then he's like going on stream like I think he was trying to like completely like make a hard stance with that like I hope Slick dies shit, like to be like I do not support any of this shit, like I don't defend Miz or any of this. You know what I mean? Like I think Sven is just like, or not Sven, sorry. I think Asmon is just like trying to.
What's Sven saying about it?
Oh, Sven's just trying to stay fucking completely clear of any type of like anything. You know what I mean? Like he's not gonna make any public stance about this. Like
I cannot believe this started because they just keep coming at me and at me and at me. Like Miz can play victim all he wants, but he knew what he was doing when he tried spinning the Jolt coin message. Twitter.
Bro, that's what I'm bro. And after you came back at him with that, he literally was going to like try and bring up the alinity thing right there and then. You know what I mean? Like, cause he knows like it's like a low blow, and all he was trying to do is. All he was trying to do is like ratio you so public opinion would look like it was on his side. You know what I mean? And then obviously X came in, and then as soon as X came in, he just like surrendered and like fucking, deleted his tweet and called you and started crying. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's kind of funny how like he was so confident sitting there in his fucking stupid ass chair, just being like, oh yeah, bro, I'm gonna fucking roast this idiot. And then as soon as it like got real, he just immediately backpedaled and started just like being like, yo Mitch, like you gotta help me, man, like I know you're cool with Train, you gotta call Train. And I'm like, dude, like what, like you know what I mean? Like yeah. And then like, but what I didn't like that Miz did is that he tried to use me against you. Like he's like, Mitch is right here, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, like I literally looked at him.
I'm so curious what Mitch's conversations sound like with Mizkif. I wonder if he's like doing like everything on the opposite side. Like if when he's talking to Mizkif, if he's throwing Train under the bus as hard. I'm so curious.
And I'm like, bro, like, don't bring me into this unless you're going to say the truth, because, and I told him right there and then, this is what made him like really to kind of be mad at me, is like, I was like, yeah, look, I told Train what happened like that night. Like I told him everything, and like he was like, why the fuck would you do that? Like that's like, pure betrayal, whatever. And he was like, I thought you fucking hated Train. Like what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, no, like me and Train are fucking tight. Like I'm actually like, become really really cool with Train, and like and then he was just like, it was kind of like a jaw-opening moment for him, because he thought that he could get me in there to like hate boner you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just like Alinity.
Yeah,
she thought
exactly.
She thought she can get you in there to hate boner me. Like, he's a bunch of fucking sociopathic idiots. Like, you know what's funny? These people's viewers try to spread that you and I are sociopaths and shit, right? But they're the fucking sociopaths. They're the sociopaths.
Dude, trust me. I mean, it's just like, that's just how it goes, right? Like the people that are pointing the finger are normally the ones that have the like, their fucking hands are red, Bro, I'm telling you, man.
Bro, you see this thing with Hassan's editor?
Yeah, they're trying to fucking say you paid off Twitch staff and shit.
Bro, you want to hear the most fucked up thing?
What's that?
Papega Fish passed away.
Wait, he did?
Yeah, that's what Pokelaws told me on XQC stream. And then the one that I know is for sure true. The other, so Papega Fish was a video coder, right? That no policy power, right? Relum was partnerships, but Relum was let go from Twitch. He doesn't even work at Twitch.
And the other one died?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm just taking Pokelaw's word, and Pokelaw's taking like someone else's word. But
yeah.
So that you have to do research on. But regardless, even if it wasn't the case, he's like a video editor or video coder, right? Relum is partnerships, but Relum was let go. He doesn't even work at Twitch. So both staff, right? Like, it's just like, it's such a gross twisting of everything. Like,
100%,
it's not even accurate. It's not even accurate. Like, one doesn't even work there, and the other one, unfortunately, like, it's fucked up. I didn't even know this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he passed away.
But
it was pretty crazy that Hassan and his video editor, that those tweets came out. That was wild. Train is paying off Twitch, and then fucking Ethan echoes that same message on the fucking Leftovers podcast. And then after that, they both take credit for getting gambling shut down on Twitch. What a wild, like, disgusting set of fucking tweets. So stupid. Lasanabi and L3L3.
But even so, like if those are just Twitch staff that like that just chill in your chat, they're just like any other viewer. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
not like it's not like it's because both those guys have no power if you're getting banned or not. Like you know, if anybody's at partnerships, like you know maybe someone at partnerships could like talk to someone from like you know fucking moderation or whatever, but they're two separate like teams. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
there's just no argument there. And the fact that Hassan's mods are like digging that shit up, trying to like make you look bad again, and now that's just like, I mean, bro, all you gotta do is when you go live next, you just explain like I mean, just say what you just told me. Is like, look, like you don't even have to say shit honestly if you don't want
Yeah,
to, but it's just
I'll,
yeah, like you don't.
I'll roast them passively, but it's just like these kids are so fucking dumb.
Well, I just didn't know how Hassan tied into all this. I thought like Miz was like Hassan seems like a fucking massive snake as well. Like I didn't.
Hold on. To be fair, Hassan didn't defend it, not the tweets or his editor, lol. He just sat there looking uncomfortable as hell. I feel like you have at least a little bit of responsibility, no? If the guy's your editor, like, if it's just like putting in a dumb thumbnail or something, or like a video title, I can see. But like, let's say, for instance, let's say August started making like huge accusations, or Cake started making huge accusations on Twitter. I mean, if these people are like working for me, I feel like I'm responsible for that. That would be the feeling that I have, because it's going to reflect on me. Because who's August? It's Destiny's video editor. Like, who's Cake? That's the guy that maintains Destiny's website. Not to say that these people don't exist as their own people, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm saying that, like, the people that work for you or work with you, they represent you. They carry your brand forward, right? It's hilarious with Lasanabe using that's just my editor. He's using the Donald Trump excuse that he roasts Donald Trump for. Oh, I was surrounded by the swamp. I couldn't do anything about that guy. It's like, well, what do you mean? Hold on. You said that you're bringing business experience. What's part of being a business owner? What's part of being a leader? Is you take responsibility for what the people underneath you do, or for the people that work with you do, right? Like you can't just say that like, oh, I don't know. Like, bro, that's your they're carrying your brand forward. 9 more minutes on this.
And realize that he had like major like jealousy issues or something.
No,
yeah,
he
like
does.
something.
He does. He has
Something's
major
up with him.
jealousy
Like
issues,
I
yeah.
thought he would be just like happy, bro. This dude went from like you know some fucking guy sitting in a goddamn like closet, fucking talking about fucking bullshit ass no one gives a fuck politics, right?
Yeah, facts.
To being like to being like this guy that's seen as like so fucking smart and so like you know he just plays every angle of like politics in a way that's like you know dumbs it down for the dumb fucks of Twitch, you know what I mean? And then he like tries to be this like social pillar of like whatever the fuck. Like dude, the guy is just a stupid
True.
big-headed fucking dumb fuck. Like I mean and it's just like I knew this very early on from the way he was talking. Like I should show you my DMs with him fucking you know in 2019 or whatever the fuck. Like dude was like literally like just begging to be a part of the scene, you know what I mean? And then it's just like,
Oh man,
yeah,
and I fell
don't know,
for
bro.
it.
He just switched up.
Fuck
real quick,
me,
you know what
dude.
I mean?
Yep. I agree with
Yeah.
that completely. Bro, there was some weird shit in the waters. Like when I did this whole thing that happened, bro, like I don't want to say because I don't know what's true and what's not, but certain people have like DM me things about these other streamers, serious ones, like about Hassan.
Whoa, hold on. I don't know how I feel about these, because I know exactly what he's talking about here. I will say that, and I don't know how I feel about these. Let me just listen for a second. Oh, hold on, never mind. He says that nothing is said. Okay, we're going forward.
On and others, like fucked up shit, dude. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like this like started an Armageddon.
It did. It started like everyone's calling each other out now. It's actually hilarious, bro. But the thing is, like, this shit needed to happen. I mean, there was just way too much bullshit behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
there
Like,
was.
it really just needed to happen. Like, I was even thinking of like trying to find a way to fucking just get this shit out there because I was getting so sick of just like living in this reality where I know so much, but I feel like powerless in a way. You know what I mean? And it
Yeah.
was just like I just felt like
Well, it's
I'm
a scary
cucked.
thing to come out with because one, right, like it's not our truth to tell, it's Adriana's, and I had to wait until she was mentally strong, right? And when she gave me the green light, we both kind of went in on it together, and this dumbass came at me and you know, I fucking clapped right back. But it's like, you know, the problem is, I mean, look at me. I'm a large creator, and my brand is literally the opposite of PG-13. It's literally like, I make mistakes, I've done dumb shit, I still do dumb shit, and even me, when I do this, it's still, you know, these fucking idiots viewers sit here trying to discredit it, even though during the clout chasing moments, they're all like, yeah, we don't tolerate this kind of behavior. But then as soon as it happens and they're held accountable, now they're trying to make excuses to why it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a dangerous game. Like that's why no one wants to say anything. That's why everyone's scared. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm getting attacked on this level for saying what I said, how the fuck would any streamer, not as large as me survive? They wouldn't. They'd get absolutely obliterated.
Oh, for sure.
This is at 100% true, and I remind people of this a lot. When I go against like other communities or I go against other big streamers, sometimes people call me like, "Oh, you're so brave for doing that. Oh, you're the best person ever. Oh, like have my babies. Oh, like I am the best. I know. Oh, I deserve all the comments." But I do say oftentimes like, "Yeah, I am like kind of brave." But like I have my own community. Like I can afford to go against people and like take big PR hits and shit because like I've got a huge community. Like I'll be fine. I've got my own website. I'm fucking all your moms. Like my life is golden. I'm good. But if you're like a 200 viewer person and you just moved someplace, you're kind of live or die based on the connections that you're making, right? Like there might be, in my opinion, and some people might say that I'm paranoid or whatever, but I think I got blacklisted from the LSF crew because of two people that I'm on bad terms with. One of them is Hassan. Now, for me, it doesn't matter because I'm big enough, I'm fine. I do my own shit or whatever. But like the fact that like just one or two bad things cuts me out from like so much potential collaboration or events, like that kind of sucks. If I was like a 200 viewer streamer, well, I'm fucked, right? And I'm never gonna step to any of those larger streamers if I'm a 200 viewer streamer because like, well, what the fuck am I gonna do? Am I gonna throw my whole fucking chance of having a career away? Like, it's a hard thing to do.
It was just lies and slander, bro. Like, yeah, like just absolutely, man. Like the thing is, like, and the reason that Miz and all them aren't taking that route is because, I mean, bro, they know you have way too much like fucking backing to like do that. Like they can't do that, so they're on their knees and they're like begging you to delete a fucking tweet. You know what I'm saying? But like, if the roles were reversed and they had any like leg over you, you best believe like it'd be war. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know that, bro. I mean, just look at like I was shocked. Mizkif was telling me, "Oh no, I don't shit talk." Bro, you've been making these tweets at me like
oh, bro, he shit talks constantly, man.
Constantly, bro. Like what? Oh
bro,
man.
that's just bro. He look. I've known he's a rat for a long ass time, and I was actually so annoyed that I was literally like at his fucking like pool area, like right there when all of this went down, because then he immediately dragged me into his room and tried to use me against you. You know what I mean?
That's why.
And then I was just
crazy. They're crazy, bro. They're like. No wonder he invited Alinity over and likes her. They're the same person. No bullshit.
Yeah, yep, for sure. 100%, bro. 100%. There's a girl like Alinity is a dime a dozen, bro. You can get any girl with like some fucking titties.
Jesus
roll up, you know what I mean?
Christ!
It's not a big deal, but the fact that he like chose her and like platformed her for months and months and months and months, like knowing what happened with you is just a direct spit in your face. You know what I mean? Like, 100%. It's not even just a direct spit in your face. It's honestly like, it's like, if you look at it as like a battlefield, that's like moving your troops to the front line. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
Yeah, like legit.
And that's
like,
how I saw it. That's how I saw it too.
I mean, I would see it the same way, man. You can't do that shit. Like, you know, you just can't do that shit. Especially when you're like trying to like play. Like Miz has always tried to play all sides of any drama, right? You know, so he's like, I'm gonna be cool with Train. I'm gonna like he tries to be cool with people, but also like get away with his little fucking shit talk slander bullshit. You know what I mean?
That's facts. Yep.
It reminds me of how I used to be, bro. Like in 2016 and shit, bro. I played every fucking side, and I talk shit to people, and then I DM them and just be like, "Yo, like we cool?" You know what I mean? It's like you can't do that. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
You just
I know.
You just can't do that shit, bro. Like it will always bite you in the ass. You know what I mean? It will always bite you in the ass if you're trying to placate both angles. But I did want to
like
reiterate
it kind of did
that,
this
like, bro,
time
like,
for Mitch.
I have only had your back in this situation, and if it came down to it, if I had to sit there right next to Miz, on
I mean, I guess we got our receipts for Mitch in the end.
I will, but it's like I don't want to do that because I know immediately I'm getting kicked out. You know what I mean?
But it's... don't trip. Like I got you in every way. Like you shouldn't be scared to tell the truth because if someone has money over you, like
it's not even money. It's just like it's more of like I don't want Asmon to hate me because like through like Miz and shit or like whatever. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be in a position.
Asmon won't hate you. Like Asmon will do what he needs to do for OTK, but at the end of the day, I know as a person he has my back because he's a reasonable person. Just trust me on this. Like don't be scared of what happens in the private in front of Mizkif. Like I got you.
Yeah.
Like, don't trip. I got you. Just trust me.
All right, I appreciate that because I just felt like with all this, like I didn't want you to think that I didn't have your back, and then it's like, I don't want to be fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like I gave you all this information, like
Why did
knowing
Train
that
leak
like
this?
it
I have
needed
no
to,
idea.
I just knew you needed to know because like of all the fucked up bullshit that's going on behind the scenes, especially toward you, because if you had just been blindsided with this shit, you wouldn't have known what to do. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. But I
that's
just
a
didn't want
fact,
that to
yeah.
get like thrown. I didn't want that to get like thrown back in my face. Where I'm like, because I mean, dude, even yesterday, like when we were looking for Slick, like Miz is just like, bro, like what, like you're a fucking like you're a fucking piece of shit. Like why the fuck did you tell Train all this information? Like he said this to me. He's like, you basically gave him ammo against me, and I'm like, no, I just told him the truth. If you want to look at it like that, like that's on you. You know what I mean? But he's definitely like mad as fuck at me. You know what I mean? And I don't know how that's gonna go. But all I know is Miz tries to put me in a corner publicly already. Like that motherfucker knows I have potential if I was like not cucked by the system by fucking whatever. But he knows and he puts me in that fucking corner constantly. He's always done that shit where he's just like trying to make me look like a fucking depressed fuck that could never do shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I'm just not. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to let you know that I got your back with all this shit, no matter what happens. But I just don't want to be put in a blacklist, like in terms of like, especially with WoW streamers like Asmongold and fucking like Soda Poppin'. You know what I'm saying? Like I've known Soda Poppin' for fucking 12 years. You know what I mean? He's on OTK now, so like you get what I'm saying?
He's so worried
Yeah,
about
I
getting
think so.
blacklisted.
Never even wanted to be on OTK.
Yeah, probably. I mean, shit, even Nick, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and Nick have like a good relationship. Like, I fuck with Nick. He has my back. But I do know that he's obviously like, he's playing the game too. Like, there's no doubt about it. And he's also really fucking smart. Like, you know that Nick's smart as fuck. Like, but the thing is, I don't understand why he's like sort of pseudo like, what do you call it? Like, he's like almost like he needs Miz to succeed in a way because I feel like they share a lot of viewers, and it's like if Miz wins, then Nick wins. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that puts him in like
Is Train tired?
a gray area of like
I'm
in
pretty
terms
fucking
of like
tired.
what his actions would be if shit hit the fan. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, but Nick's smart. I don't think. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, have you
Yeah.
spoken to him? You're cool with Nick, right?
Yeah, we should be, but like you said, we'll see what's good. We'll see. I'm sure some shit's brewing up, but I'll tell you right now, there was some crazy shit brewing in different directions. That if
Oh,
it
with like Pokey and Hassan.
yeah, if it comes out to be
I
true,
hope that
bro-
does come out, bro. Like, dude, I
Wait,
fucking
do you know
not
about
like.
it?
I don't know much about Pokemon or Hassan at all. No, I don't know shit.
Okay, that call gets cut off there. Jesus Christ, dude. Okay. We have one final call.
Bro,
Yo, you there?
like, do you not understand what you're
This fucking Rust music in the background. It's so fucking... I'm just imagining him like running around with a rock, like smashing barrels.
saying? I'm just so confused. You're saying, like, oh man, I just can't.
No, I know
It's
exactly what
logical
I'm
shit.
saying.
What-
I know, bro. I know exactly what to do, what I need to do. I'm not an idiot. All I'm telling you is, this is a difficult situation for me. Do you
Yeah,
not? Do you see that, right?
I know it's a difficult situation for you, but listen, what you're telling me is exactly what he did that everyone's trying to take the blame off of him for on the Arianah thing. They're saying he didn't have anything to do with it, but he's doing to you again what he tried to do to me in that call. What he's doing to you by saying, "Don't say anything about me that's incriminating."
Well, no, I mean, he hasn't directly said that, but he's coming to me because he cares obviously what I say. You know what I'm saying? So it's obvious to me why he cares. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he should be removing himself from the entire thing. If you know the truth and he knows you know the truth and he's coming to you and he cares about what you say, don't you think that's a fucking issue? And
Yeah,
the fact that you're
100%.
coming to me that you're scared to go, right? Like, you're willing to let them throw this under you because you're scared about the possibility of you being able to stream with them. Think about
it's
that.
about Mitch
No,
flipping here.
it's not the possibility of me being able to stream with them. I'd be fine on my own. It's whatever. It's more of the fact that like I lose my living situation and I have to immediately uproot. And like right now, I need to stream and make some cash before I can do that.
Yeah, but you need to figure out what's more important. You understand? The possibility of what you think might happen to you if you came forward versus the guarantee of the blame being shifted onto you. No? I'm confused. That's what you're telling me, at least.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like that. Yeah. Basically, it's just like I just want to make sure that everything is like. I mean, the truth is like pretty much already out there. It's just the problem is there's like speculation going around. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
So
disgusting.
like, I mean,
it's disgusting.
yeah. And what I wanted was just to not have to say anything because I thought the truth was already out there. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is, if more speculation goes around, and you know, shit starts coming back my way, where it's like I orchestrated it or some shit, then I have to speak. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, I'll see how it plays out, but I was just trying to let you know that, like, yeah, I was just trying to let you know the situation. And like, I just don't appreciate when you say shit like, oh, is this you talking? Like, yes, bro. Like, I'm not compromised, nor am I going to be.
But it sounds like you're compromised and you're coming to me and giving me a logical situation that should be simple logic to you.
Oh, no. It's 100% simple logic, but you have to realize, like, I have a heart and I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? I have a heart.
We
and
all do. Like, even in the call, I was telling XQC, I felt bad. I'm not built for this. Right?
Yeah, I'm not built for this either. That's what I'm saying.
The problem is,
this is not easy.
The problem is we're dealing with people who are built for this, and that they don't give a fuck who takes the blame as long as it's not themselves, even though they are guilty. Jesus, DC again. Hello?
Hi.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I saw the thing with Destiny or whatever the fuck, where he's like, oh yeah, Mitch is involved, Mitch the rat or whatever the fuck, haha. And then like you didn't even like defend me on that and be like, look, like you know what I mean? Like I would just appreciate
when was
it if
this?
like. It was yesterday or the day before. I don't fucking know. It was just some clip where it's like Destiny's like, oh yeah, Mitch was there. Like you said it in your words, like the rat. Like, you know, we all know, like, you know, you shouldn't trust Mitch Jones with shit. Like, you know, whatever.
I mean,
just, like,
he was talking about. The conversation was this. That was ripped out of context. They posted it that way. They were saying, I said that none of them thought it would. No one thought that anyone would ever find out. Right, it was between like 3 people, and then he said,
"Yeah, right." But then Destiny was like, "Oh yeah, but Mitch knew, so of course people are gonna find out."
I mean,
he's trying to make it look like I'm a rat and not somebody who just felt bad for the victim and needed to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's a fucking issue, and I'll clarify that happily when I go live.
Yeah, please clarify that happily because
will.
Destiny was trying to paint me as a rat instead of someone that was like trying to like help someone. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, like, which is just like fucked, and of course people are gonna fall for that shit. You know what I mean? Oh yeah,
that's facts.
Like I even see people on fucking Reddit being, oh yeah, Mitch betrayed Wreckful. It just goes all back. It goes full circle. You know what I mean?
That's so fucked.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm not trying to get a bunch of heat for this because truthfully, like I told you this because you know, out of good faith.
Yeah, but
and
you're going to get. Listen, stop backpedaling and being a pussy. Okay, like I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Oh, bro,
You're being a pussy though. No, you're being a pussy. Do you understand? There is no going back. There is no avoiding. Get out under your rock and the hole you're hiding in, and understand this is out. There is no hoping for a way that this goes where you're going to get blamed. Do you understand? Don't look at it that way. Don't trust this idiot. You're going to get blamed. You know the truth. It's that simple. You know the truth. You know what actually went down. You have a decision. You're gonna get the fucking heat. Because Mizkif knows when he comes to you and asks you, yo, man, don't say anything incriminating. He knows. He's reading every single fucking sentence. He knows the ship's being blamed onto you. He knows it is. And if you don't say a word, it's going to be completed that way. It's that simple. I'm confused. You are in it. There is no hiding and hoping this goes pastly and goes away quietly. Someone's taking the fall for this. Somebody.
And he is. Right now, he is.
Right now, I mean... Listen, the reason you're talking to me is because you have an inkling that he is not.
I have an inkling that unless I speak, things are gonna fucking get twisted. That's what I'm having.
Yeah, so whatever inkling you have, don't come to me looking for me to talk you out of it. Because realistically, whatever you feel in your gut, that's going down. It's going down. You understand? And I get it. It's stressful. It's anxious. It's anxiety-ridden. I get it. It's shit. It's fucked up and it's shit. I get it. This is what I was telling XQC.
I told you if I say anything that like if I say something that incriminates fucking
why are
you
balancing whether you can stream World of fucking Warcraft over the possibility of you getting blamed for all of this? Your life is fucking over. Do you understand me? Why are you thinking so small of, oh, I want to stream WoW with S-Fan and Asmon, I can do it with Grayson?
No, it's not about streaming WoW with S-Fan. It's more of the fact that I have a heart and this is a difficult situation.
You have a heart in a game where no one has a fucking heart, and that's what I've learned the hard way. None of these fuckers have a heart. They fucking carved their heart out, put it into a chest, and buried it in the fucking ocean. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's literally what it is. That's who you're dealing with. You're dealing with people who have no fucking heart. When Mizkif comes to you and says, don't say anything incriminating, that itself is a cover-up. Do you understand? And at the end of the day, he didn't, like, again, he's smarter than to just directly fucking paint his hands red, but he's trying to, like,
come to me and just see what I'm doing. You know how it is, bro.
What?
Well, listen.
He hasn't incriminated himself in terms of being like, yo, don't do this, don't say this. Like, he's not trying to seem like he's influencing me, but at the same time, he's trying to influence me,
Yeah, well, you need to figure out what you want to do. Because at the end of the day...
Yeah, I got to think about this.
Well,
because
the problem is, like, it sucks. Like, I know it sucks. It sucks for me, too.
Yeah, I mean, you understand the position that I'm in, right?
I understand the position you're in. Yeah, I understand the position you're in. I understand the position I'm in. It fucking blows dick. Everyone's trying to turn it into something else, make excuses. If this was me, you were XQC, this thing would have been done already. I would have put full blame. It would have been done. You understand me? Like...
Yeah.
True. So it's like, yeah, I understand where you're at. I understand where I am too. It sucks that we have to even.
Well,
like,
are you in a bad spot right now? I feel like your name is pretty clear.
No, it's not pretty clear. Everyone's coming at me.
Train is always under attack. Kind of.
I know it's the best thing to do because I know what I know that I'm backed up and have the truth. And
fuck, my Mitch bridge is totally burned. So fuck it. The annoying part here is that with the way that Mitch is talking, Mitch is literally like CrazySlick 2.0, and that like he's in the position to have the whole world, but he just like can't turn his stream on. Like he's talking about, I'm gonna lose my place to live, blah 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 blah. Bro, if you would just fucking stream more than like once a year, you'd be a fucking millionaire, dude. You can pull like 10, you can get like 5-figure viewership. Like just fucking stream. Why are you so worried about losing everything? Just turn your stream on. Holy shit, what the fuck? You can do it. Just stream more. Like you're fine. Jesus.
Honestly, that's how you should feel too. Because you know the truth. And
I know the truth.
And Barry's going to come and give you the same fucking truth. And so is XQC in the call on me.
But the problem is that Barry wasn't there for the conversation that I was there for. That's the problem.
Oh, that's true.
Only me and Maya know what the fuck went down in that conversation.
So why is Maya still covering for Mizkif?
I don't know. I didn't see much of like it didn't seem like she was covering to me. It seemed like she was trying to save her own ass, but maybe she was. I don't know. What did she say that was covering for him?
Well, she didn't bring up anything regarding the conversation that led up to her even going over there. That's what I'm saying. It seems like, you know what I mean? Like, it seems like even though Miz...
Well, no, I think she did say that Miz told her to go there. She did say that, didn't she?
I don't know. I didn't watch that.
I think she did say that. I think she said verbatim, Miz told us that we should go over there. She did say that. Yeah, the problem is that Maya's name is also in this, and I care about Maya, man. That's another problem. Is like, I don't want to incriminate her at all further. I just don't because I think Maya's a good person, and like I would not want to put dirt.
How long is this call?
Her name,
18 minutes left.
Yeah, well, the time to think about that for Maya was
when you were leaking it to
Train. When she was heavily influenced, right? When she was heavy,
or that
you told me at least, right? When she was heavily fucking. Like that was the time. Right now,
but she acted up. She acted on her. I mean, she did act on her own will, though. Like the truth is, she was friends with Slick, and she also wanted to go there and fucking help him. Like, but yes, I mean, Miz definitely was like, telling her position and being like, blah blah blah. Like, Miz was just like, "You're Maya Higo. Like, like what's good." And then Miz told me like, "Yo, Mitch, like, I wouldn't get involved in this." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not going to." So I just went over there and played with the dogs while she talked to her. You know what I mean? Like that's literally what happened. So
okay then. Well then you figure out what you got to do for you, because right now that's unfortunately with how ugly the fucking game is. That's just all it is. You got to do what's best for you.
Yeah, but how can I do this without fucking making Maya look bad? Because I care about Maya.
Oh my god.
Huh? Brother,
I said, how do I do this without making Maya look bad?
There is no way you can do any of this stuff. The truth is all you have.
This is what I mean. Also, when I say like when Mitch comes to me, he's like, I need to tell my truth. Like motherfucker, everybody thinks they're telling the truth. But like here, you can obviously see you're not trying to tell the truth, right? You're trying to bail people out. You're trying to cover for people. You're trying to say people. Like you clearly don't give a fuck about the truth, right? You're talking about like fucking helping your fucking friends. Okay, you'd have no care in the world for the truth.
That's it. The truth. If you want to start covering up for a friend because you feel bad, then you're just as guilty. Do you understand? And you're gonna get fucking blasted. It's that simple.
True.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I just gotta come forward with the truth.
It's the whole truth. You leave one single listen. If you leave one single thing out of the truth, you have to understand you will get blasted, and even the guilty party that's responsible for the main thing will not get as much heat as you will.
That's why I was just gonna say nothing, because like then it's like I'm not incriminating myself at all. But like I don't know if I can't. It depends. Like I said, it depends on how this plays out. But like if like right now the facts are what they are. I mean, it's pretty straightforward what happened, and people are blaming Miz, and that's literally the end of it. But the issue is that there's being misinformation spread, and if that misinformation gets bigger, then I do have to speak, you know. So that's kind of where I'm at. Does that make sense?
Then just wait until then.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because I'd rather just not speak on this. I'd rather just be like, you know, like, yeah, I was there, but I was not really involved other than the fact that, like, I knew Barry who knew her, and then that was my involvement. Like, you know, I'd rather just not speak on it at all, but yeah, that's just, like, my point of view. But yeah, but like if push comes to shove, then I'm gonna say the entire truth and nothing but the truth, because fuck if I'm gonna like cover for someone that's like, yeah, I'm not gonna be covering for anybody. I mean, this is bigger than that. I mean, this girl was sexually assaulted. You know what I mean?
Yep. I know exactly what you mean, believe me.
Yeah, it's bigger than that.
It's way bigger than that, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's way fucking bigger. Not to mention, you have someone, I mean, like I said, I don't want to get into the same speculation, but I'm just going off of history repeating itself. You have someone that, as soon as they're clear, do you understand me? There is no of the same courtesy they're asking you to do, which, let me mention, is illegal in itself.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. If the roles were reversed and I was in the same position that Miz is, and I came to Miz, he would fucking, bro, he would farm this, make himself look like the fucking goddamn holy grail savior of the whole situation. And the truth is, bro, like as fucked up as this is, I could do that, bro. I could be the guy that's like, oh man, I felt bad, so I had to be the whistleblower. So like, bro, I could literally come out of this being the fucking guy who's just like, you know, couldn't stand for the fucking disjustice or whatever the fuck. Like, I know how this could play. I know every angle of how this can get played out, but the truth is, like, I don't even want the glitz and glory, bro. I just want this girl's story to be fucking, just for her to have her peace. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but her peace is the actual people that are responsible all the way to get justice. Do you understand? And right now, because of how fucking disgusting and gross Reddit is, they're finding any way to get these people that they want out of it and shift the blame onto you and Maya. It's that simple. Now, are you and Maya guilty? Yes, you and Maya are guilty, or not? Maybe not you. We know the truth about you, but is Maya guilty?
I mean,
yes.
Bro, I went to her after the fact, and I fucking talked to her about the whole situation.
Yes.
And the thing that makes me innocent is she told me to my face that nothing more happened with Slick, and she shouldn't have done that. She should have told me the whole truth. But I kind of knew that she was covering for people, and that's why I fucking talked to you. I had a hunch that she was not telling me the truth because she was scared, and that's why I
you had no idea.
Explain the situation to you, because I was in a I'm in the middle of a shitty ass fucked up scenario where this girl is scared and she won't tell me the truth, but I know that she's not telling me the truth, so I felt obligated to fucking say my truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's like, it is what it is, but that's like a major like plot hole that she told me that nothing more happened in person. You know what I mean? And then I gave her. And then I connected her with you, right? And then you guys talked about it, and I think she opened up to you because you gave her the confidence of having backing of somebody that's a big streamer, because she needed that, because Miz is a big streamer, so she needed the backing of somebody else to feel confident enough to go against it. You know, you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah. So it's like, and she was too scared to tell me because she thought I was friends with Miz. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Yeah, so this is the position I'm in. And like, look, man, I just need you to know that with this situation, I am going to say the full truth. Fuck if I'm going to be used as a peon to take fucking light off of a situation, and I'm going to take heat for someone that's fucking done nothing but make me look like a fucking idiot. You think I'm going to do that? You're crazy.
Well, what all I'm telling you right now is you just think about yourself right now, because everybody is. And I know you're not wired that way.
I'm just not. I'm not wired that way.
I know, but you need to try your best.
I see people sad, crying, all that shit, and I just cave, bro.
I know. When Mizkif was crying in the group call, believe me, I was in the same boat as you. About to just feel bad. But at the end of the day, this is all an act. The same way Pokimane came into that call with XQC and his son and started using that soft voice, whereas the day before she was cackling about the fucking thing being old news, and she comes in. Yeah. Well, I'm so sorry. Like, what the fuck? Like,
because she was put in a corner. Like, she can't say shit about sexual assault. She knows it.
Yeah, well, this is that. Do you understand? They're all crying and doing this because they have to. They're caught. Were they crying before they were caught? No, they weren't. They're crying when they're caught. So don't get that twisted at all, ever. Understand that, and don't feel bad. They're only crying because they got caught. There's a difference.
Yeah, 100%. All right. Well, yo, thanks for the chat. And like I said, I did not record this conversation. I was just talking to you man to man, and I hope the same otherwise.
I showed you my screen.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro, you're my boy. You're my boy, dude. Like, out of all of these people, I trust you, and I don't want to regret that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, out of all of these people, I trusted you.
If it's for the truth. Oh, this guy's asking me for scrap. Like, hold on. Bro, all you've done is ask for scrap. Go farm. Go build something. No one's giving you scrap for your stupid fucking YouTube video. You understand me? Go farm and play the game, you dumb motherfucker.
Get him. Yes. Get him.
Holy shit, it's shameless. All you've gotten scrap from like 3 different people and you still come back to the same corner. We know what you're doing. Get the fuck out of here. Holy shit. Do you understand me? And by the way, those moments you're in your mom's room, that's the fucking neighbor piping her down, you pussy. What's up? Sorry.
No, you're good. I just said in all of this, bro, like, I'm just being real with you. Like, I've really
Why don't we have trained game streams, dude?
trusted you, and I just want you to have my back. Like, I really felt like, you know, with Destiny, like, all that shit, like, it got misinterpreted to being like, oh, yeah, you know, obviously, dude, it's going to be shifting blame if it's like, oh, yeah, Mitch is a fucking rat. And then the fucking whole narrative gets shifted to like, oh, Mitch betrayed Miz, and then that's what people are talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's like, I just need you to have my back publicly. Especially when Destiny tried to twist the narrative into being like, oh, what, like, you know, it's fucking Mitch Jones, bro. Like, of course that shit got out. Because that just takes the full focus away from the actual thing and makes it be like, oh, like, let's look into these details that are irrelevant. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Look. I'll go back on a call with Destiny and I'll make sure that he clarifies. Because that's bullshit. You're right. That is bullshit. Like, the fact that was clipped out of context is bullshit. Especially
it wasn't even clipped out of context. I watched the entire VOD. The Destiny was trying to paint a narrative out of probably for just pure sake of content that, like, you know, I'm a rat. Like,
which I don't know why he's doing that. Like, he's supposed to be like, it just may.
I just want to say I was 1,000,000% right.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he has my back too, but bro,
no,
everyone.
I don't have anybody's back. I told Train that. I told XQC that. I've been talking to everybody on all sides. All I do is when people come to me and they ask me for advice, I give advice. I say, hey, maybe you should consider this, or maybe try this. Anybody that comes to me for help, I'll help anybody. I've helped a lot of different sides, a lot of different individuals in this particular scuffle. But like, I'll be honest the entire time. I'm not going to fucking take somebody's side if I don't believe that they're in the right, or I'm not going to back somebody up or defend somebody if I don't think they're right. Just as a heads up, okay?
No, but it's not about having backs. It's about the truth. You need to understand this. When you use this wording, you're going to get blasted. You need to remove having backs out of your fucking brain for this context. Remove that. No one should be having anyone's backs. Do you understand? You have the truth on your side. You understand? Like, this isn't a situation where you have to lie and have backs. You have the truth on your side. That should be that's something you should be confident about. No one needs to have. I am
confident about it. But again, sometimes the truth is hard to say because it fucking puts you in a position where, like, you know, you gotta fucking do what you gotta do, but it's gonna affect people directly around you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, not only that, like I said, with Despero, all I'm asking for you is to just have my fucking back. And like this Arianah girl, when she was like talking about all this, she's like, oh yeah, and Train helped me all through this. Like, what the fuck? I literally reached out to you. I gave you fucking Train's contact. Like, are you fucking serious? Like, how am I not being clear? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I just look, all of this happened because of me, and I feel responsible for that. You understand? I was the one that, like, fucking told you about it. I was the one that connected you or whatever, told you who the girl was so you could reach out to her, whatever the fuck. I feel responsible. So therefore, like, I feel guilty. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you need to just listen. You have the truth on your side. Stop looking for backs. You have the truth. You need to understand that, bro. You have the truth.
All right, well, yeah, well, then I'm asking you to say the fucking truth publicly about my involvement in this. And, like, you know, like, I need you to do that for me. And I also need XQC, if he's going to fucking speak on my name, he needs to say nothing but the fucking truth. Because it's obvious to me that XQC has some bias against me, which I don't fucking know why.
Well, I will tell you, I will talk to XQC. The truth, listen, that call, everyone in it heard the truth. We know the truth. Right. The truth is in that call.
XQC was trying to say I was biased, etc. He thinks I'm on Miz's side when I'm the one that fucking directly told you, which just directly caused all of this. So how the fuck could I be on Mizkif's side?
Because in that call, you started off not like just being straight up. That's what he meant by bias. He didn't mean bias where you were trying to protect it. You're saying bias that you're scared to speak on the
Of
truth.
course I'm fucking scared.
Which
This
matches
is
your story.
disgusting.
Which matches your fucking story. So you need to fucking understand that. Just you have that, and that's all you need to have. You just need to fucking do what you think is right. And
All right,
whether
well,
you choose
all
to
I'm
speak on it,
asking
yeah,
you-
if
all
you
I'm
speak on
asking
it,
from you-
yeah, if you speak on it, I will corroborate that based on the fucking call that we had, and
Okay,
based on what you
cool.
told me.
Then
Yes,
then we're good.
100%.
Then we're good.
Yeah.
I will say what I need to say if it comes down.
Oh, there's still 4.5 minutes left.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard what I just said, but basically all I said was that her
He's
telling
been
me to
disconnected for
my
like 2
face that
minutes?
Nothing more happened after the fact because I felt guilty and I thought that she was, downplaying what happened. Her telling me nothing happened kind of fucking sucks for me because it makes me feel like there's a way for it to be twisted against me. You know what I mean?
Say that one more time.
I said her saying to my face after the fact when I went up to her and was like, yo, did anything more happen? Because I had a hunch that it did, and she told me no out of fear. I think that's a problem, and I think that could come back to me being like, oh, like Mitch knew, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. That's
What was that noise?
That's something you can't change. All you have to worry about is what you can control, which is the truth. And control's the wrong word, but you know what I mean. It's all that you have. You have the truth, and the truth is it's a damning truth. It's like it's that
Yeah,
simple.
but and like what I'm saying is with the truth, do you think I would get canceled?
Based on what I heard about from what you've told me, and you reached out to her, and based on what we heard in the story, no, I don't think so. But that's not for me to decide. That's something that you need to figure. Listen, you need to stop worrying about what route you need to take to not get canceled. You're talking like the guilty party. You need to balance these two situations out, okay? You have.
Well, the thing is, like, I look, it's not.
But
that
you
I'm-
have covering. But listen, you have two options here, okay? You have the option where you fucking don't say the truth, and you don't say whatever the fuck, and it's gonna be wrapped around your neck or Maya's, right? Or both, and Mizkif's gonna walk away, right? Or you have the situation where you do say the truth, and the truth's out there. What happens from there? I don't know, but it sure is better than getting the entire
The
thing
thing is, like,
blamed on
I
you.
shouldn't be incriminated in any of this.
You're
because
incriminated because Mizkif and his viewers are trying to twist it that way.
Yeah, well then I'll fix that. All right, that's all I need to know. All right, look, I got your back. Like not with this drama, but in general, I got your back. So please have mine.
Yeah, based on like I told you, bro, based on what you told me, based on what Barry corroborated, based on what the call corroborated with the story you told, not only do I have your back, the call has your back, and the people in the call besides Mizkif have your back. Maybe Asgold would stay silent, but I know XQC would come live and say exactly what happened in that call. Do you understand me?
Cool.
Like, I'm telling you, like, that call...
1 minute.
And not to mention, I'm sure somebody in that motherfucker has that thing recorded. And believe me, that recording, it isn't good for only literal one person, maybe two. And that's mostly Miz and Maya.
Yeah. All right. Well, yo, thanks for the chat, bro. I'll make sure that I'll keep like an eye on this and see what needs to be done. But I'm just like, I'm not gonna allow misinformation to be spread, especially if my name's gonna get fucking shoved into this shit, like in a way that incriminates me. Like I'm the one that fucking tried to cover this shit up. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, that's what these motherfuckers will do. It's sick and it's fucked.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you later. Please, just know that.
Yeah, I do. Text me whenever. Call me whenever, bro.
All right. Thank you. Later.
Peace.
Just what a... Oh, I just want... Okay. I'm actually even more disappointed at the end of all of this with Train and XQC for how these stupid morons almost didn't let this get played because Mitch was so fucking worried. How fucking stupid do you have to be if you're XQC or Trainwrecks and you're honest to God thinking like, I don't know if we should play any of this. Like, maybe it's not good. Like, maybe, like, are you serious? How stupid. Like, obviously, because this vindicates 1,000,000,000% every single part of and more for like every single thing that like Train was talking about the whole time. I mean, obviously I'm pretty biased at this point. Give us a quick recap. So what needs to happen right now is we still actually don't know what the fuck happened with that call. Or not call, that conversation between Maya and Arianah. Getting Maya's take on it would be important. Getting Ariana's take on it would be important. I don't know which dimension. Mitch seems like he exists in multiple places simultaneously, so I don't know if he heard anything. At first he wasn't there at all, then he was there for 20 minutes, and then he wasn't paying attention. I don't know. Barry has already testified, said that he felt like Maya was gaslighting Arianah, but again, neither Arianah or Maya have talked about it. And then I think there was the Kyle person, and then one other friend maybe that Adrian might have had there. Yeah, I don't know what else. People are saying that Barry was incentivized to lie because of the leaked ice thing, but I don't know if I want to review that or dig into that. But Mitch logs. Man, this is also sad. Private combos I said a train got leaked. I got used for sure. I feel so dumb. I don't know what to do. I just never wanted this leak. Then why the fuck would you tell a rival of somebody? I don't understand, man. I just don't understand it. That I'm friends with people that fucking hate each other. And I know for a fucking fact that if I were to tell somebody that hates somebody else something about the other person, like I know that shit's coming out. That's obviously gonna happen. Everybody knows that. Like why the fuck? Like I see like I'm friends with Abba from I'm from Abba and Preach, and I'm kind of friendly with Myron from Fresh and Fit. If I started leaking each other's business to the other person, I know that shit's gonna go public at some point. Obviously, the fuck, of course. Yeah, I don't know. Talk about Mizkif's intentions. I mean, it doesn't look good for Miz. It doesn't look good for Miz. That's all I can say. But I mean, he just, his continual insistence on I was worried about losing my friend made it sound like he was sending somebody over to railroad Adri. That's what it sounds like, and he repeated that so many times. Yeah, I don't know. Damn. I feel like everything is pretty straightforward. Fuck Minx for saying everything was faked. Fuck everybody that gave Arianah such a hard time about everything. She's in a very unenviable position. And she's probably already like 50% fucked too, even after all of this. It's probably going to be pretty shitty, pretty rough for her. Yeah, damn. What do you think about Asmikul? Asmikul always seems like a pretty level-headed dude. Yeah. Do you think Mizkif was being careless or malicious? The truth is it could be anything. Without knowing more details about those conversations, we truly can't say, unfortunately. We just truly can't say. It could have been that Miz literally said, like, you need to make a way to get this girl shut the fuck up, like, go change the shit. Or it could have just been like, hey, like, whatever you can do, like, see if you can make it a little better for Slick. He could have said that. That's probably more okay. Maya could have went over and she was trying to figure out, like, so what exactly happened? We don't want to, like, make a ambiguous rape twit longer where Slick is now a fucking rapist if you're not sure. Or Maya could have been like, listen, do you really need to out Slick? Wouldn't that be kind of bad for your career? She could have been horrible. Like, the problem is that, like, any of these conversations could have gone any which way. And the only person's testimony we got was Mitch, who's, like, notoriously unreliable for everything. And then we've got Barry, who I don't know, didn't give many details despite being there. I'm not sure. Will you speak to Maya and Adrian independently? They obviously have different perspectives. If anybody, I'd say probably tomorrow because I'm fucking tired. If anybody, like, wants to come on and chat, then I have no problem. chatting with anybody. I don't know if they want to. I don't know if they want to drag it out more. But like, yeah, I'll formally extend the invitation for anybody to come on and chat tomorrow if they want. But I don't know if anybody's interested in it at this point. Things are pretty ironed out. Shout outs to Hassan's Discord for finally banning racial slurs. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. Especially after crying that you're going to be victimized in the United States for being a immigrant and for people using the roach word against Turkish people. I know how much that upset you. Yeah. Oh, man. This is another thing I'll give advice to streamers. Record your shit. Because if there weren't recordings for this, it's crazy to watch the pendulum swinging back and forth. If there were no recordings for this, I think Train and X would have been buried. They would have been buried. Also, always speak like you're being recorded. Although it seemed like people were. Don't trust people that are leaky. If you know, if somebody, there's an old saying, if somebody shit talks you to everybody else, or if somebody shit talks everybody else to you, they're also shit talking you to everybody else. That's just. What do you think about LSF doing a huge 180 from just one day ago when they were hugely anti-Train XQC? I'll say what I said in the beginning, that Train and XQC didn't believe me, but tomorrow I will be vindicated. I know I'm right. If you have the proper evidence, this is something that I've had to personally grow on over the past like half year to a year. It's like a huge learning experience for me as well. And I don't blame people for not believing this, because sometimes it can feel like the world is against you, even if when you're right. And if people are playing slippery enough, people are playing. Here's the problem. Can I make like a. There's like a graph I can make. Fuck, I'm not going to be able to do this. Sorry, sometimes my shit resets. You can either be not slippery or you can be slippery. And then you can either be right or wrong. Sorry, wrong or right. Slippery here is like, fuck, there's a way to draw this graph, but I did it wrong. A slippery person who's wrong can still beat like a non-slippery person who's right. Does that make sense? But if you're right and you're slippery, you're just intelligent, you plan things out correctly. I truly do believe that like in most circumstances, the truth will prevail. But like, it's not just enough to be correct. You have to be correct and you have to be smart about how correct you are. So like having your ducks in a row, having full recordings, making manifestos, whatever the fuck your way of doing it is, like it's important to be smart. But having the truth on your side, I think you generally will prevail. I think you generally will come out on top. I think most people will see that. And I think most people will respect you for it. Yeah. That's what I would say. Sometimes you can be right, but not smart, not clever. And you can get trounced by a person who's not correct, but very clever. And then you always feel like, oh, well, the truth never wins. But that's not true. The best combination is to be right and clever. Got to do both. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I got. All Mitch wanted to do was gear up to spend the next 6 months playing Classic WoW with Espen and Asmund, but then somehow to go tell Train info that would ruin the entire OTK organization. I don't think the whole org is ruined. Is Maya part of OTK? I mean, Asmund looks okay. Espen is fine. I think most of OTK is relatively untouched. The Emaru statement today. I'm not going to speak on her name too much, but oof. But whatever. Has Espan said anything? I think Espan is probably removed from most of this. Can you plug your YouTube for subs and your merch, please? Well, I think my merch is done being sold now until the next run. You can sub to my YouTube if you want, but yeah, okay. Well, hey, listen. It's been a wild ride. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, it's been a wild ride. Thanks for joining me. I love you guys. It's been fun. I think tomorrow I do D&D, so back to boring normal streams. We might mop up the rest of the drama or the fallout from the drama tomorrow. Expect to see Hassan get stunlocked somehow on some stupid shit for 12 hours and somehow drag X and Train back into things. If X and Train are listening, my suggestion right now would be to shut the fuck up, because you're literally on top of the world, and the only possible thing that can happen by you getting dragged into weird debates with Poki and Hassan is somehow losing it. That would be my suggestion. Just be careful. You don't want a repeat of yesterday or whatever, but I don't know. But hey, everybody's entitled to do their own shit. Do what they want. Have fun. Be careful. Yeah. I'll leave you with one final thought. You are Maya Higa.